Hello, this is John from VirtEx. Welcome to our advanced trading video. This video will explore how to use advanced trading on our exchange to execute trigger limit orders. The first step after signing into your account is to click on the Trading Preferences page. You'll want to click the checkbox to enable advanced trading and then hit Update. Also on the page is a text description of how to use advanced trading. Please take the time to do a careful read through. After updating my trading preferences, I want to show you what has changed. Now, when I go to Buy Sell Bitcoin, I will see an additional radio button below the Limit Order button. When you click on the Trigger Limit button, for example, on the buy side, additional fields in the box will pop up. The first new field is a qualifier. Bitcoin will be purchased when the last trade price is, with the option of at or above or at or below a trigger Bitcoin price, which is the next new box. The field max Canadian dollars per Bitcoin price stays the same and acts as an end of a price range, and I'll explain this in a bit. The last box is the buy button to set up the order. On the sell side, you will have exactly the same fields pop up, with the qualifier field simply reversed, but both options are still there. So, at this point, it's natural to ask, what does this do for me as I trade Bitcoin? What are these trigger limit orders and how can they help me? There are 4 cases to think about. First case, trigger limit orders allow you to protect your Bitcoins from a drop in price by automatically selling at a price you've set, so you don't need to supervise your Bitcoin positions every minute. The second case, they allow you to take profit from a price gain in Bitcoin by automatically selling your Bitcoin when the price has risen. The third case, they allow you to take advantage of large upward price movements or price breakouts by automatically buying at a higher price you've set. And lastly, they allow you to take advantage of downward price movements into what you consider a support price level by automatically buying at a lower price you've set. You can already somewhat do this with a limit order, but what the trigger limit order allows you to do, it also allows you to set a price range through a max buy price. These 4 cases of advanced trading can help you manage your Bitcoin position. I'll now go through each case with an example. Case number 1, automatically selling when the price is dropping, also known as a stop loss order. For example, let's say you want to protect yourself from a fall in the price of Bitcoin in the future, and you decide to allocate 10 Bitcoins to that end. With advanced trading, you can do this without having to check 24/7 the price of Bitcoin and your positions and so forth. In our example, today's price is at $97.49. And you want to protect yourself if the price falls below $80. You click on the Trigger Limit button on the Sell Bitcoin box and enter 10 Bitcoins into your amount box, and keep the option at or below as we're selling as the price moves down. Enter $80 in the trigger price and then $75 in the min Canadian Bitcoin price. You will do this last step of entering a minimum price of $75 to create for yourself a range of prices the trading engine will sell at. This is due to the likelihood of price movements occurring quickly. By setting the minimum price below your trigger price, this allows the trading engine to work through a possible range of prices to sell your 10 Bitcoins from the best price of $80 on downwards to $75. Okay. Hit sell and you will come up with your confirmation screen. You will see a box with the order type. Here it's a stop limit, the sell amount, 10 Bitcoins, the rate, which corresponds to the minimum rate of $75, the qualifier of when the last trade price is below the trigger price of 80, the fee, then the total cost, then the possible net proceeds in the event of the trade occurring, and once you hit confirm, the trading engine will take the Bitcoin, including the fee, from the balance on your account and hold it in escrow to wait for the possibility of the price drop. Now please note, after you hit confirm, your trigger limit order will show up in the My Pending Trigger Limit Orders box where you can cancel the order at any time to receive your full amount, including the fee. Okay, moving on to case number 2, automatically selling when the price is rising, also known as a take profit order. For example, let's say that you think the price is going to rise, and you've had a good run up with your Bitcoin so far. In this case, you decide to take some profit at a price you think will happen in the future. You decided to allocate 10 Bitcoins to this end and sell them at a price of $125. Click Trigger Limit on the sell side, enter your 10 Bitcoin, but this time change the option to at or above on the second line. Enter your trigger price of $125, and this time you will enter $120 in the minimum price range. Your 10 Bitcoins will start to sell at the moment the price hits $125, not $120, with your range continuing to sell if there's a price pullback right until $120. When you click Sell, it will create a similar confirmation box. With the differences in your rate, the option of selling above 125 and your possible net proceeds. By this point, you might be starting to get the hang of it. All right, let's move on to case number 3. Automatically buying when the price is rising, also known as a buy stop or an entry limit buy order. In this example, let's say you want to capitalize on an upward price movement. You think that Bitcoin will continue to go up in price, and once it starts moving, you will want to buy 10 Bitcoins on the way up at around $110. In this case, you would click the trigger limit button on the buy side, enter 10 Bitcoins in your amount. You set when last trade price is to at or above and set your trigger price to $110. You set your maximum price you will buy at $115, which creates the range of prices for the trading engine. It will work to fulfill your order from $110 all the way up to $115. When you click on the buy button, it will come up with a confirmation screen similar to the 2 other cases, but with a buy amount of 10 Bitcoin. When the last trade price is above 110 Canadian dollars per Bitcoin at a maximum of 115. The fee will be denominated in this case in Canadian dollars, as we are buying Bitcoin with Canadian dollars, and will show the total cost in Canadian dollars, with the net proceeds in Bitcoin. When you click Confirm, please note that the total cost will be deducted from your Canadian dollar balance to be put into escrow in the event of your trade occurring. It can be similarly cancelled from your pending orders box and the cost and fees recouped. Lastly, we will examine case number 4, automatically buying when the price is dropping. In this example, let's say you've been examining the trends and you've noticed that the price has bounced between $100 and $70 in the past few weeks. You think that this pattern may continue and you want to buy 10 Bitcoins when it hits the lower price range of $70. In this case, you would click the trigger limit button on the buy side, enter 10 Bitcoin for your amount, and you set when the last trade price is to at or below, and set your trigger price to $70. You set your maximum price you will buy at $75. You will be buying 10 Bitcoins when the $70 price triggers, and then buy upwards to $75 if the price rises. When you click Buy, it will come up with a confirmation screen similar to the cases before, with the buy amount of $10 when the last trade price is below the trigger of $70 at a max of $75. Again, the fee will be denominated in Canadian dollars as we are buying Bitcoin with Canadian dollars, and show the total cost in Canadian dollars with the net proceeds in Bitcoin. When you click Confirm, please note that the total cost will be deducted from your Canadian dollar balance to be put into escrow in the event of your trade occurring. Again, it can be similarly cancelled from your pending orders box and the cost and fees recouped. And that's it for advanced trading. Thank you for listening. Good luck and happy trading.